What is going on, my friends? My name's Corrupt, and today we are bringing you guys a breakdown of Dragbat here. We are also including some live attacks in this one, so you definitely don't want to miss this video. What we're also going to be doing here is just breaking down this first base, giving you guys an idea, the basic understanding of using Dragbat. So the first thing is base identification. What are you looking for? Well, primarily you are looking for the enemy CC, and then you're also looking for any splash damage defenses. This includes things like the Eagle Artillery, the Wizard Towers, and the Multi Inferno. So that's what you're trying to look for. Now, of course, if you don't get all of them, that's fine, because you have the bats for the back end. Now, one of the things that when you're looking at bats, you kind of want to see if there are defenses pretty close together, like you see right here. We can freeze both of these up together, and it's very easy for us to sort of get rid of those defenses and sort of create this massive pathing for our dragons for the back end. That's exactly what you guys need to sort of think about when you are using this. Now, the first thing is you are creating the funnel. So you'll see that we're using an E-drag on both sides, on the left and the right side. Now, what we're also doing on top of this, and you'll notice that we used a balloon there on both sides in order to make sure that there were no seeking air mines that would weaken the Electro Dragons. On top of this, you'll notice that we're using a Sui hero. The reason being that we're using a Sui hero is to increase the funnel and make sure that we're sending them right to the air defense. Now, on top of this, you'll see that now we are sending in our dragons. We do want to use our first initial rage in order to get these dragons into the base, taking down defenses like the air defense. And you'll also see that we're popping the Warren ability to get them right in to protect them as they go through. Now, one of the things that you may not understand or may not notice is that you can use freeze spells when you are using the when you're sending in the dragons, when you want to protect them against a Multi Inferno. You can definitely do that. More often than not, you're trying to place it and get freeze value. So if you are going to use it with the dragons, I would suggest using it in terms of getting some other defenses like an air defense or something like that. That's going to net you more value. On top of this, you're going to notice the Bat Bomb here. Now, the Bat Bomb can be supplemented for the Bat Wave. The Bat Wave, in my personal opinion, is better, but the Bat Bomb is still a very good one. However, your bats may have a tendency to die out very quickly, as they're not really one-shotting these defenses in a group. They're kind of just spreading out all across the base. So you'll see that in this example here, we're going to go in half speed just so you guys can see. Notice the freeze spell is being used right on top of both of them, and even if we have to use another one, we'll be perfectly fine as we get through it. That's really all you kind of need to know about the bats, and you'll see that they aren't really going in a set form. They're kind of splitting all around. Most of them went towards like the expos down here, but they do kind of need that rage spell for the most part if you're doing a bat bomb in the base in order to kind of go through it, but you'll see that they're being picked off very easily. Now, I will have an example of using the Bat Wave when I'm doing my live attack, so it's definitely one that you guys should definitely stay tuned for. It is coming up next. It gives you guys a really good idea of what to do with this strategy when you are using a Bat Wave and stuff like that. So this is a very simple strategy. It really doesn't take too much time to learn. Of course, it's definitely going to be good to practice it because it is a strategy that you do need to practice with, but it can definitely be very good in the long run. So we've got a couple live attacks here that we're going to be showing you guys. We've also got another replay coming in a little bit later, showing you guys more of the Dragbat, and we're going to show you guys some more advanced tips. So now that you guys have a basic understanding of using Dragbat, we're going to move into a live attack here. And just to give you guys a good example of using Dragbat here, so let's go find a base and let's show you guys how I do Dragbat. Here we go, guys. We're going to be hitting this base right here. So there are a couple things I'm going to do. So I'm going to do a Sui hero on one side. Let's do a Sui hero here. Let's drop the king in, wait a little bit. Just gonna wait a little bit here, drop the queen, and I'm gonna drop in an E-drag here and an E-drag here. So I'm just gonna carve out this part of the funnel just in order to make sure that I'm able to send everything in. Pop the king's ability here. We're chaining some buildings here, which is very, very good. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I think that's gonna get targeted here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start sending in my dragons, start sending in my balloons. I'm gonna send the stone slimer in towards this section here. I'm going to drop in a Rage right about here. Oh, I almost forgot my Warden. All right, let's see. Pop the Warden ability here. Make sure that everything's staying protected. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a Rage right here. Make sure that they're moving towards that section. Should take that down. So I'm going to preemptively place the Freeze, place in the Bats. Drop in another Freeze. Take care of that. It's looking pretty good. It's looking real good right now. Yeah, look at those bats go. And a bat wave is definitely very optional. And like you can see here, I am easily working through. There we go. The last haste spell or last freeze has been placed. And there we go. That's exactly how you guys use the Dragbat here. You'll see that a couple of those bats do die off, but that's a really good example of it. The base, I think, was slightly maxed as well, so it's definitely a good example. There we go. Even though we only have a couple dragons and a balloon alive, we still got it done. So that's a really simple example of using it. Notice how I used the Sui hero. I used the Bat Wave. I think that's a lot better with this instead of a Bat Bomb. Your bats tend to die a little quicker. But let's take a look at another example using Dragbat. Now we've got another example here. This time we're not using E-Drags. We've got baby dragons here, and that's going to help us a lot getting through. You may notice that we do have a haste spell. We're going to use that with the balloons from that Stone Slammer, and we do have a super wall breaker because we want to get down the Eagle Artillery. Now, of course, if we were to attack with this going in, it would be fairly difficult because we would need to sort of funnel this entire side out. So we want to make sure that we are looking at where that eagle is. And since the eagle's pretty close to the outside, we can do a Sui hero right into that and take it out. Good value there, and it really allows us to get something going. Now there's two things I do also want to mention before jumping in. The use of an Ice Golem and the Lava Hound is extremely important to understand. You're going to see me using them in the next live attack coming up, but I want to mention this to you guys just so you guys understand exactly their roles. Now, using the Lava Hound, you would be using that Lava Hound to tank for your dragons as they move in, like this air defense here. After you create a funnel, you can send your Lava Hound in, and that would tank for any traps and damage that your dragons would initially take. Now, the Ice Golems, on the other hand, would be used mostly in range of the Wizard Towers. This way, the bats have a tank right in front of that Wizard Tower, so you don't need to worry about a freeze, because once it dies, it does deploy a freeze spell. So you got to keep that in mind as well. It's nice to bring. You don't always need to bring it because it is, of course, base dependent. But it's still a really nice way to break in, or to tank for your bats. Now from here, you will see that we are going ahead and using the Sui hero, and the main idea is just to make sure that we're using the king to create the funnel, and then we're going to use the queen to take down the town or take down the Eagle Artillery. Now on the other side here, we're using a couple balloons and we're using a baby dragon or two in order to help clear that other side. Now this is very important because you want to make sure that you are funneling into the base, or you want to make sure that you're funneling for your dragons, which is what I'm talking about here. But you see that the use of the baby dragon is very easy. Using it there, making sure that we're taking out defenses with the balloons, allowing our baby dragon to have free reign through the rest of it, like you see here. Now we've got a funnel crate on either side. The queen is going to go ahead and take care of the town hall. We've got another funnel set here, which now our dragons can kind of enter into the base kind of like this. So we've got the funnel all shaped up and ready to go. This allows us to get right into the base and keeps us going in. Another thing that you'll see as well is the use of the slammer going in adjacent of the rest of the attack. We're taking down the wizard tower here because we know that that's going to be another defense that we need to take down, but you'll see that again we are using the warden ability as they use the rage and as they move right into the core. That's extremely important because we want to make sure that we're taking down as much of the defenses as possible. Now you'll see right here, we're going to pause it. I'm not going to go half speed, but you'll see that we're dropping in a freeze, we're dropping in the rage, and then we're dropping in our bats, and they're going to easily overwhelm both of those defenses and allow them to get through. Now here, unluckily, we got hit by that wizard tower and also the red air bomb, so it really started to thin out, but as long as we got rid of that Multi Inferno, we won't really need to worry about it, and we can get through the rest of the base just fine. So this is a very simple example of, again, using a bat bomb, which it doesn't always have to work, but if you can get a lot of value from it, like in this example, then you can definitely wreck a lot of bases. Now, I do have another example using the bat wave. That way it gives you guys an idea of exactly when you guys should be using it, but also to show you how powerful it is in comparison to the bat bomb, where you won't really have your bats die as quickly as in a bat bomb. But let's go ahead and give you guys that example, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the next live attack. Now, in this example right here, we are bringing in the Lava Hound and the Ice Golem. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to give you guys a more advanced way. So we're giving both of them within this one. And let's see if we can 3-star for this final live attack. So we've got this base design right here. Pretty good. We've got 2 air defenses down. So let's try to take advantage of that. So what I'm going to do here is, since I want to get to the Multi Inferno, I think what I should do is I'm going to do a Sui Hero on this side. Make sure that I'm sort of clearing this section out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the baby dragon up top. Could definitely use a dragon to sort of kind of help as well. We'll break through this wall with the king. That's going to really offer us something as well. So that's definitely huge. Now I think we are all good. So what I can go ahead and do is pop the queen's ability. I'm going to drop in my balloons, drop in the dragons, and then drop in the Lava Hound. And then drop in the Slammer right behind with the Warden. And then I'm going to go ahead, rage everything up through, pop the Warden ability, get everything right into the base here. Now it's looking really good. I'm going to get right up into that Multi Inferno. I'm going to go ahead and use another rage here. Keep everything going through. I think we might be good to drop in the bats. Now, notice how I'm not using my Ice Golem just yet. We're waiting for them to get over to the other one. So I want to see. I'll drop it right there because they are going to start moving in that direction. I'm going to probably have to use another one here. It's looking quite good. I'm going to drop in that Ice Golem over here. I'm going to use that there. Whew, just in the nick of time. Just barely taking it out. Ice Golem's there to tank a little bit. That's nice though. We got it done. Very easy. Nice triple. We used the Bat Wave in order to make sure that we're taking down defenses and stuff like that. It's actually really nice. In the Bat Wave, we can accumulate bats over time, and it's easily allowing us to wreck through it. And our free spells are a little bit better, more precise than before, or from using the Bat Bomb. But other than that, give you guys an example of using the Ice Golem and the Lava Hound. The use of the Lava Hound here was definitely really good, just to show you guys what I do when I'm using Lava Hound. But that is going to be a 3-star here. So if you guys did enjoy the video, remember to leave a like on it. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. Let me know if you guys enjoyed how I sort of had these live attacks set up, where I had a replay and then a live attack and then another replay and a live attack. Let me know how you guys like that. If you guys did enjoy, remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe. As I said, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. And don't forget to follow me on social media. All my links are in the description. And also what's in the description is all of the clans I cover here on the channel. So remember to join any of their Discord servers, including my community Discord server, so you guys can sort of, join them there. Other than that, though, that is going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Corrupt, signing out.